The 2019 NBA draft is just around the corner, so I thought it'd be a fun idea to look back at the last 5 years and redraft the top selections in the draft. So if you guys like my content, make sure you like and subscribe. We've got NBA draft videos coming out all the time leading up to the draft. The support lately has been absolutely ridiculous, so let's keep it up and let's try to get 7 likes on today's video, and let's hop right into it. Okay guys, for this video, we're going to be redrafting the top 5 picks from the last 5 NBA drafts, and we're going to start off with the 2018 NBA draft. Now originally we saw the Suns go Ayton at number 1, the Kings took Bagley at number 2, the Dallas Mavericks traded up to number 3 to get Luka Doncic, the Memphis Grizzlies went JimmerRange Jackson at number 4, and the Atlanta Hawks took Trae Young at number 5. Now if we were to redraft this, I'm going to have the Phoenix Suns go Luka Doncic at number 1. Yes, Deandre Ayton is a solid player who looks to be a great center going into the future, but Luka Doncic's star potential is way too much to ignore. He got 21 points, 6 assists, and 8 rebounds in his rookie season. Putting him beside Devin Booker could be absolutely scary, and that's what I got at number 1. At number 2, we're going to have the Kings go Deandre Ayton. He's a guy that had a very solid rookie season, getting 16 points, 10 rebounds. You can argue Trae Young might have had the better rookie year, but the Kings already have a great young point guard in De'Aaron Fox, who had an amazing sophomore season. They also have got Buddy Hield, so you're starting to build a very solid core there for a team that just barely didn't make the playoffs this past season. At number 3, we've got the Atlanta Hawks, as the Mavericks aren't trading up to that number 3 spot anymore because Luka Doncic is off the board, and the Hawks are going to get the same player they got, just in a different position, taking Trae Young. Now, Trae Young had a slow start to his rookie season, but absolutely turned things around and finished the season averaging 19 points per game and 8 assists, and I think the Hawks were very happy with their selection. The Grizzlies stay with their exact same pick, taking JimmerRange Jackson Jr. He's everything you want in a modern stretch big today. He got 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, shooting 51% from the field and 36% from 3 to go along with amazing defense. And lastly, we've got the Dallas Mavericks at number 5, and they're going to go with the best player on the table, and that's going to be Marvin Bagley, who didn't have a disappointing rookie season. He got 15 points per game, he got 8 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field, but with guys having great rookie seasons such as Trae Young and Luka Doncic, inevitably, he's going to fall a little bit in this redraft. Next, we got the 2017 NBA draft. Now, originally, we saw the Philadelphia 76ers trade up to the number 1 overall selection and take Markelle Fultz. We saw Lonzo Ball go to the Lakers at number 2, Jason Tatum to Celtics at number 3, the Suns went Josh Jackson, and the Kings went De'Aaron Fox. Now, if we were to redraft this, the 76ers no longer have interest in Markelle Fultz, so they're not trading up to that number 1 overall spot. The Celtics are staying there, where they're taking Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell's on pace to become one of the best shooting guards in the league. He ended up going at the end of the lottery originally in the 2017 NBA draft, and I think the Celtics will be extremely happy to pair him with Kyrie Irving. He's a guy that got 24 points per game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, shooting 43% from the field and 36% from 3 this season, and that's including a pretty bad slump to start the year. At number 2, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers. Originally, they went Lonzo Ball, who's a great young point guard. He's got the playmaking, he's got the defense, but the struggles on the offensive side are too much for the Lakers to stay at that selection. They go De'Aaron Fox at number 2, who in his second year managed to get 17.3 points, 7.3 assists, shooting 46% from the field and 37% from 3, and is the best player on a team that barely didn't make the playoffs. He's also a guy that's in contention for that most improved player award. The Lakers stay at the point guard spot, but not Lonzo Ball anymore. It's De'Aaron Fox. Number 3, we now have the Philadelphia 76ers, and man oh man, would they be happy with a redraft, as now they're no longer taking a bust in Markelle Fultz, but they're going Jason Tatum, who this season got 16 points per game, 6 rebounds, shooting 43% from the field and 37% from 3. Pairing him alongside Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid would be a very, very nice trio. At number 4, we've got the Phoenix Suns. Now, they went Josh Jackson. It doesn't look like they would do that again. It looks like he's actually out the door in Phoenix. Now, you can argue Lauri Markkanen here, John Collins, Kyle Kuzma, all great young power forwards, but I'm going to go with the guy that personally has the most potential to me, and that's going to be Lauri Markkanen, who coming off injury this year got 19 points per game, 9 rebounds, shooting 43% from the field and 36% from 3. And for the last pick of 2017, we've got the Sacramento Kings with De'Aaron Fox off the board. Now I have them taking John Collins, who really emerged in his second year, getting almost 20 points per game, almost 10 rebounds, shooting 56% from the field and 35% from 3. Sadly, they can't keep their young star in De'Aaron Fox, but I think they'd be pretty happy with John Collins. Next, we got the 2016 NBA draft. Now, originally, we saw the 76ers go with Ben Simmons at number 1. Brandon Ingram went to the Los Angeles Lakers at number 2. The Celtics got Jaylen Brown at number 3. The Phoenix Suns got Dragan Bender at number 4. And the Minnesota Timberwolves got Chris Dunn at number 5. Now, if we were to redraft this, we still have the 76ers taking Ben Simmons. He's obviously one of the best point guards in the league. He managed to get 17 points per game, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, shooting 56% from the field this season. The real only thing that's holding Ben Simmons back from being, a top player in this league would be his jump shot. He really doesn't have a jump shot whatsoever. But aside from that, the 76ers are very happy with their 2016 selection, getting in with that number 1 overall pick. And number 2, originally we saw the Los Angeles Lakers go Brandon Ingram. He hasn't been bad in his young career, but if we were to redraft this, I think the Los Angeles Lakers would definitely go with Pascal Siakam. He ended up going to the Toronto Raptors at the end of the first round. He's a guy that could win Most Improved Player this season. He's someone that's been very vital to Toronto's success this season, and while they're up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors, he's gotten 17 points per game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 55% from the field and 37% from 3 to go along with very solid defense at that power forward spot. At number 3, we got the Boston Celtics. Originally, they went Jaylen Brown, who's ended up being a pretty solid selection, but if we were to redraft this, with Pascal Siakam going to the Lakers at number 2, Brandon Ingram falls a spot, and that's who I'm going to have the Celtics take. He's a guy that this season got 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 50% from the field and 33% from 3. He hasn't been quite the versatile scorer we expected coming out of college. His three-point shot hasn't been what we expected, but regardless, he's still a very young player. He has a ton of potential and still got 18 points per game on 50% shooting this year, and I think that's where the Boston Celtics would go at number 3. At number 4, we got the Phoenix Suns, who originally took Dragan Bender, who at this point we could definitely call a bust. So if we were to draft this, I'm going to have them take the Nuggets point guard and Jamal Murray, who was a major part of them being a top team in the Western Conference. He managed to get 18 points per game, 5 assists, shooting 44% from the field and 37% from 3. For the last pick of 2016, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, originally they went Chris Dunn. He was really disappointing on the Timberwolves, ended up going to the Chicago Bulls, has had a little bit of a resurgence to his career, but not worth a top 5 selection, and I'm going to have him take Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield is up there in age, right now around 26 years old, but he managed to get 21 points per game, shooting 46% from the field and 43% from 3. He's a knockdown shooter. Going to the Timberwolves, I think they would like that selection. Next, we got the 2015 NBA Draft. Now, originally, we saw Karl-Anthony Towns go number 1 to the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell number 2 to the Lakers, the 76ers went Jahlil Okafor at number 3, the Knicks went Kristaps Porzingis at number 4, and the Orlando Magic went Mario Hezonja at number 5. Now, if we were to redraft this, the Minnesota Timberwolves stayed with their selection and Karl-Anthony Towns. He's one of the best centers in the whole entire NBA. This season, he got 24.4 points, 12.4 rebounds, shooting 52% from the field and 40% from 3. At number 2, the Los Angeles Lakers originally went D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell's become a great player in this league, but right now I'm giving the slight edge to Devin Booker, and that's what I got at number 2. This season, he managed to get almost 27 points per game, 7 assists, shooting 47% from the field and 33% from 3. And with that third overall pick, originally we saw them take Jahlil Okafor. Jahlil Okafor has become an absolute buzz. They would be very happy to redo this, and I'm going to have them take D'Angelo Russell, who this season became an NBA All-Star, getting 21 points, 7 assists, shooting 43% from the field and 37% from 3. And with that fourth overall pick, I'm going to have the exact same selection. The New York Knicks at number 4, they're getting Kristaps Porzingis. I would have put Kristaps Porzingis much higher if we didn't have to worry about this injury, but 22.7 points, 7 rebounds, shooting 44% from the field and 40% from 3 the last time we got to see him play. Even though they ended up trading him, he's by far the best player on the board, and the Knicks have to go Kristaps at number 4. For the last pick of 2015, we got the Orlando Magic, originally going Mario Hezonja. He really hasn't had a great career so far, so the Magic are going to go with Miles Turner. He's a guy that this season got 13.3 points per game, 7.2 rebounds. He's becoming an elite shot blocker, getting 2.7 blocks a game, and he also plays with great efficiency at 49% from the field and 39% from 3, and I think the Magic are going to be very happy with that selection. For the last draft of the video, we've got 2014, where originally we saw Andrew Wiggins go with the number 1 overall pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jabari Parker went number 2 to the Milwaukee Bucks, the 76ers went Joel Embiid at number 3, the Orlando Magic got Aaron Gordon at number 4, and Dante Exum ended up going number 5 to the Utah Jazz. Now, if we were to redraft this, it's going to be a lot different. The Cleveland Cavaliers are now going to go Joel Embiid. He's a guy that this season got 27.5 points, 13.6 rebounds, 1.9 blocks, shooting 48% from the field. He's one of the best defensive centers in this league, and arguably the best center in the whole entire NBA. At number 2, the Milwaukee Bucks are going to go Nikola Jokic. Jabari Parker's career really hasn't worked out. Jokic was originally a second-round selection, but right now he's become one of the best centers in the NBA, getting 20 points per game, 10.8 rebounds, 7.3 assists, shooting 51% from the field. Just imagine the Milwaukee Bucks today with Nikola Jokic on the roster would be absolutely ridiculous. At number 3, we got the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm going to have them take Zach LaVine, who's emerged as an amazing offensive guard in this league, getting 24 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 47% from the field and 37% from 3. At number 4, I'm going to have the Orlando Magic stay with their exact same selection, taking Aaron Gordon. He's had a decent career so far, nothing crazy, 16 points per game, just around 7 rebounds, shooting 45% from the field and 35% from 3. And lastly, we've got the Utah Jazz. Dante Exum has been a decent role player, but definitely hasn't lived up to that 5th overall spot. I'm going to have him go with Clint Capella. He's a great modern big man who can run the pick and roll, defend on the other end. He got 17 points per game this season, 13 rebounds, 1.5 blocks while shooting 65% from the field. But that's it in video, guys. You guys tell me your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and the shoutouts are gonna be the king of everything, Kingston Decker, Patrick Mattern, basketball god, and King James 2 LA. If you guys want to shout out in the next video, all you gotta do is like the video and comment like our rep notification gang, and I'll shout 5 of you guys out. With all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and peace.